Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth episode of the GROWL with Hailey and Ishaan. My name is Ishaan.
And my name is Hailey, and on today's episode, we are going to be having a good news story, a joke of the week, and also an interview. On today's interview, we have Gail Hussey, who is a library technician at the Berry campus. So let's jump right in.
Hello Gail, welcome to the fourth episode of the GROWL with Hailey and Ishaan. Can you please introduce yourself and your role at Georgian College?
Thank you, Ishaan. I'm Gail. I'm a library technician in the library, one of many library technicians, and we help students with research and everything around library.
Do you have any important advice for Georgian students, or do you have any information you want to share to our students?
Sure, Ishaan. Okay, when I was a Georgian college student, I was in the library technician program, but I used the staff in the library all the time. So even being in a library program, I really needed library staff. They're incredibly helpful for finding research articles, using the kind of material there. You have a lot of requirements in your program about that are related to research, or maybe you're in a program where you don't do a lot of research, but your gen eds require you to do some. So library staff, they are kind of the key to it. I kind of want to share three secrets about the library. Secret number one, we don't know everything, but we're pretty good at finding out stuff. So you got to remember, our library has 135 databases, 135 of them. And our staff sometimes be working with you and they make it look easy. Stop, think about it. We're library people. We have examined those databases so closely before we purchased them, before we decided, oh, we're not going to buy this one because it doesn't really work for students. Or we have looked at all of the pieces in there so that we can help you find your way around it. We do this kind of stuff all day, every day. We're good at it, just like you're good at the stuff that you know very well. And we don't know everything, but we're really good at finding our way around the things. And students will often say, oh, I've been working on this so long, I can't get the right words to find the articles I need.
Yeah.
And then the library person just sort of whips it off. That's because we've spent so much time in there. We just happen to know that interpersonal relations is a good term for that topic. Who would ever think to say that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Gail. I'm super excited to know what your second secret is now.
Wow. Library secret number two. We get excited about research questions. We really do. Staff will say, Lori will say, I had the best question today from a student, and here's how we solved it. Or Dorothy will say, I had this really tricky business question, but we found it this way. And we share that information all the time. We, even the staff, our customer service staff, and if you've encountered some of them in the library, when we used to be on site, you know how friendly they are and willing to just sort of kind of go the extra distance to help somebody out. So if you are inquiring about a library account or any of our library services, know that there's a bunch of people that are getting excited. They want to, they're kind of sort of fighting out to answer that question in our database. I mean, in our mailbox.
And here you come the third secret.
Third secret. Oh, library staff use library staff. Library staff know that the library staff are the best resource in the library. COVID has kind of taken away the tables. It's kind of taken away the chairs. Remember if you were on campus last year at this time, it was a busy room, people working on group projects, printers going, stuff going off the shelves, people
Oh my
walking in
God.
and out.
Yes.
Yes,
I
right.
remember that feeling, Gail. I remember how busy it used to be at this same time.
It
Super, super busy.
super, super busy. Well, The library still exists. All the staff are still there. We're behind the scenes. We're behind our great website, and we're just not as visible as we used to be, but we're still there.
So I wanted to know, ask this question to you. So is library open during the pandemic to students, or all the resources are online?
So everything is online. We are open in Aurelia, Owen Sound, and Barrie if you book a computer. And so on our website, it will say book a computer. We also have a hold and pickup service where if you if you're the kind of person that likes a book that's made out of paper and you don't want to be looking at your screen anymore, which I could understand, you can. There's a hold and pickup service where you can request something from the library, and it's following proper COVID protocols is in a bag waiting for you to pick up from the library. So booking a computer or just picking up an item, but walking into the library, unfortunately, it doesn't meet COVID protocols.
Makes sense. Makes sense. But I'm hoping, as soon as this COVID ends, people would be willing to, just step in the library and just work on the computer and, have all the other people around them. I personally want that as soon as possible.
But everybody misses it, and our staff have literally been in mourning, or they say, "Oh, I talked to a student on the phone today," and they're just grateful to talk to a student instead of typing an email and trying to make it feel like you're making that same kind of connection. So we are here.
Absolutely. How can?
Who's,
Oh,
what?
who's this?
Oh, sorry, just a second. I will, Ryan. Thanks. He just can't stay away. Ryan would like to remind everybody that they need a library account, so connect with the library because otherwise you can't use any of those resources online. Sorry, what were you saying before we were so interrupted, Ishaan?
No, it's so funny, Gail. I really liked it. No, I just wanted to ask, how can students reach out to you or the library resources?
So on the library page at the bottom, there's contact the library, gives the library email. Our there's a across the bottom are FAQs. So people sometimes wonder about the, computer bookings or how do I do the hold and pickup thing or where can I get research help? Those FAQs are really helpful.
Well, I really love this interview, and I'm so glad that you are part of our fourth episode of the Growl with Hailey and Ishaan. And I hope to see you soon in the library.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm still here. We're still here.
Okay, thank you so much, Gail, for being part of the interview and giving us all a little bit of a laugh. And thanks so much, Ishaan, for setting that up.
So, guys, now let's jump into the good news story.
On the show today, we have the VP of Equity and Inclusion. So I'll just ask you to introduce yourself and then we'll get started.
Hi, my name's Hope Espy, and I am in the Social Service Work Program at the Georgian Aurelia campus.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're very glad to have you on the show. And I'm just wondering if you wanted to touch a little bit on some exciting events that I hear you guys have coming up.
This month we have 2 events happening. For International Peace Day, we are asking for if you're interested to sign up to perform a song or display a piece of art that represents peace to you. The details are on the GCSA Aurelia Facebook page. And on the 30th, we are asking students to show their support and awareness for the residential school systems and the impact on the Indigenous communities by wearing an orange shirt in their social media profile picture with the hashtags Georgian College and Orange Shirt Day. By including the hashtags, it will qualify you for a chance to win a $50 Walmart card. The GCSA will have events every month, so please look at your social media pages for what's next.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing. We are very excited to be having these events coming up. Thank you so much for joining us today on the show and for spreading your awareness and your goodness to all of the students. And now we're going to jump into the joke of the week. And today's joke is going to be told by Keenan, who is a second-year nursing student.
Why do golfers always bring 2 pairs of pants? In case there's a hole in one of them.
Thank you so much, Keenan, for being part of our video and sharing your joke of the week with us.
So, thank you everyone for being part of the fourth episode of the Growl with Hailey and Ishaan. If you want to be a part of our good news stories or be the person sharing the joke of the week, then please reach out to your respective GCSAs. And I'm looking forward to have you in our next videos.
Just a quick little reminder before we close up. On Wednesday, September 23rd, we have online bingo, and Thursday, September 24th, we have a Let's Talk About Sex panel. And you can check in to those events on the Barry GCSA Facebook page. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.